Hello, today we're going to be preparing giambotta. Giambotta is a classical or traditional Italian dish. Very simple. Giambotta has mushrooms, tomatoes, peppers, onions, potatoes, sun-dried tomatoes, some herbs, and we're going to put a few other things in there as well. Giambotta always has a couple kinds of sausage. I got a spicy hot Italian sausage. This is a regular mild sausage, fresh chicken breasts, and Giambotta always has a nice chicken stock. I'm going to put this chicken stock in there, and some dried herbs since limited fresh herbs are available, and a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, of course some garlic. It's a really good dish. It's kind of a medley of flavors all baked together and sauteed together. We're going to be preparing this today in a Dutch oven, and I'll show you that coming up. Okay, giambotta is a very simple dish. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut up the sausage into smaller serving size pieces, and then we're going to start browning everything in the pan. Chicken breasts are going to be large dice, big chunks for this dish. Of course, you want to remove any silver skin inside the chicken. Doesn't taste good, that silver skin. Okay, large dice about like this. Okay. This recipe, by the way, is on the website, so if you want to know all amounts, measurements, ingredients, just visit the website and pull it up. Giambotta. We're going to start browning this meat in the pan as well as the Dutch oven right over here. And of course we're going to be using extra virgin olive oil to brown these up. And I like to use two, a deep chef pan as well as the Dutch oven at the same time. And this gives you a lot more surface area, and the food's going to brown a little bit better. So we're going to start with a little extra virgin olive oil in there, a little bit in there. And in goes the meat. Start with the chicken breast. And also remember, you don't want to overcrowd your pan. Put a little bit in there. Like this. Of course, don't forget your salt and your pepper. I'm using some fresh ground sea salt here. A bit of pepper medley here. 4 different kinds. Oh yeah. In the Dutch oven, I'm going to throw some of this sausage right now. You can see that sausage is starting to cook back there. I'm going to use a large wooden spoon here. High heat, of course. You want to have as much heat as you can for a dish like this. Okay, once the chicken starts to get brown, we're going to add the chicken to the Dutch oven, and we're going to repeat and build all of our ingredients together in the Dutch oven. Then it's going to get baked in the oven. Once the chicken starts to get brown like this, we're going to add our garlic, and we're going to add some onions. Onions for this dish, I like them to be large chunks. So I'm just going to cut up the onion like this. Break a few pieces in there. Large pieces. Want them to brown a little bit, and I just want them to cook a little slower, so the large pieces work out well. Same with the peppers. Not everybody likes peppers, so when you're serving your guests, you might want the peppers to be a little bit larger. When the chicken and the peppers get a little color on them like this, time to add the herbs. Got some fresh oregano here, and this is oregano, basil, a little thyme in there as well. And then it's time to let this cook for just a few seconds. Oh yeah, you smell that? Ooh, yeah. Okay, once this cooks, we're going to put in our wine and our chicken stock. Just a little bit like this. Yeah, just a little bit. And next, little chicken stock like this. Okay, we're going to repeat that process. This now is going back into the Dutch oven, which I'll show you in just a minute here. Okay, simply combine this all together. Oh yeah, we're going to saute some more here. Mix it up. This is what we're looking for here. Giambota. My peppers go right in. We're going to add some tomatoes to the pot. And we got some mushrooms, a few other ingredients. And before you know it, we'll have a nice giambota. Again, the recipe's on the website. You need to visit the website, check it out. Okay, we're going to add a few of these mushrooms. These are just regular button mushrooms. We're just cutting them in half for this dish. If they're small, you can leave them whole. And toss them right in with a little olive oil. Want them to saute just a little bit. Brown up a little bit. I'm going to be preparing my potatoes. Potatoes are left in a large chunk for this dish. Usually wedges is traditional. And tomatoes, let's talk about tomatoes. We've got a couple different kinds of tomatoes here. We got the regular small plum tomatoes, or hydroponic tomatoes these are. We're just going to cut them in half. And tomatoes, we're going to toss them right in and let them cook. Another thing when you're making giambota, we'll put a little bit of tomato paste as well. Just right out of the can, nothing special. Just take your spoon and put a little bit right in there. Maybe a couple of spoonfuls. Tomato paste is just going to add to the dish. Season it up a little bit. And tomato paste is a little bit thicker than the sauce. Potatoes are going in just like this. Big pieces. Got some red ones, I got some brown ones here. And potatoes are pretty good, everybody likes them. So we're going to put a lot of potatoes in there. And this is the giambota right here. One more thing, sun-dried tomatoes. Just putting them in the whole adds a little more flavor, and it's a little bit different flavor. Another thing is putting just a touch of Worcestershire sauce into the pot there, and I always like a dash of hot sauce. Doesn't matter what brand you got, I'm going to cover it up. Who cares? Just a little bit of hot sauce. This is a medium hot sauce. A shake or two. Toss this together. And one more thing that I always like to put in a nice giambota, and that is a bay leaf. You got to have a bay leaf in there. And bay leaves, if you don't have these, they're available on the website too. Just like this. They come from the laurel tree. Bay leaf is used in French cooking, Italian cooking, Mediterranean cooking, and everybody likes a bay leaf. It adds a lot of flavor to the dish. Put a little wine in here now. Okay, and now we're going to be combining the two of these together. that there is looking like a giambotta. Let me show you this. Okay, it's like a hearty Italian stew. Again, the recipe's on the website. And if you need any of this stuff, wooden spoons, Dutch ovens, knives, cutting boards, spices, you name it, visit the website. A little more chicken stock in here. Okay. There you go. We're going to cover this. We're going to let all the flavors cook together in our oven. It's going to take about maybe hour to 2 hours. We're going to open it up. We're going to taste it. We're going to adjust the seasonings. And hope you enjoyed my video so far. Again, the recipe's on the website. Okay, let's take a look at this giambotta after an hour and a half. Oh yeah, looks pretty good to me. The finished giambotta. The finished giambotta plate. Normally we serve this giambotta with just a touch of grated Reggiano cheese as a garnish. And it's finished. Hope you enjoyed it. Visit the website, chefdepot.com, for the recipe.